Okay, so today we're going to be looking at the performance of the MacBook Air. Now, I know I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube, saying, oh, it's faster than the MacBook Pro here, and blah, blah, blah. So on and so forth, about all these comparisons between the MacBook Air, the MacBook, how it's a netbook, how it's not a netbook, etc. So basically, I'm going to show you from the 13 inches perspective, because I don't have the 11 inch, but how it runs. Now, when we go ahead and we open up Safari, opens instantly, just like any Mac that you would expect. Let's click on a video. I don't know why I was going to Chris Perillo's, but he's always in my sub box, so yeah. Okay, so that runs fine. Put it to 720p. Granted, the GPU takes care of all the video processing and all that, so it gives the processor a break. So even though it is a fairly weak processor, the GPU gives it a break. So taking a while to load there, but perfect frame rate, completely acceptable, and there's no loss at all, so that's fine. Let's go on to, I know a lot of people love RuneScape, so we're going with that. I created a dud account just before. I don't play it, so I just created this dud account. Alright, so I'm still on the level with the dragon or whatever the hell it is, the tutorial. Don't really play it, so don't expect many videos relating this. However, it does run fine if you want to run RuneScape. I know millions and millions and millions of people love it, so if you want to use it for this, that runs perfectly fine. So Yahoo, of course, runs fine. That's a news site. CNN, all those types of sites that have flash content on it run absolutely fine. So we'll go ahead and get out of this. So we're just going to go ahead and open up iPhoto here. Opens fine, not much of a struggle. Close. Dictionary. We'll open up FileZilla. And we'll go ahead and open up, let's say, Numbers, Keynote, Pages, Skype's already open, VLC, GarageBand. See, this thing does have some power, and that's all due to the SSD. And now let's go on to Safari and see how well a video will run. So that's all open in the background, of course, all using resources. And we'll go ahead and watch. Let's see here. There you go, the creative one. Perfect frame rate.
Is Mischief Night, October 30th.
So everything's all running good, no lag at all. So we've got Dictionary, TweetDeck, we'll open up System Preferences for the hell of it. FileZilla, Numbers, Keynote, Pages, Skype, VLC, iPhoto, and we have, we'll open up iTunes right now. Let's hit agree. Okay, and we have obviously Safari opened up. And that's a lot of programs for this machine, especially with its lower CPU clock speed. But it handles it perfectly fine, so in terms of speed, everything is all good. Now, there have actually been some benchmarks, and this thing outperformed the 2.4 GHz MacBook Pro. I would say that would be directly due to the solid-state drive in this, giving it that tiny bit of boost in performance right there. Overall, in terms of performance, I think it's fantastic. The previous gen MacBook Air, unfortunately, and I did try it, it was terrible, really bad. Now, users are going to argue and they say, oh, the old one was better, it had a physical hard drive, whatever. But I do believe it beat it in the benchmark, because in general things, this thing does beat the 2.4 GHz Core 2 Duo MacBook Pros. But, of course, when you get down to the really sort of CPU intensive stuff like iMovie, and when you go into serious photo editing like Aperture and all those types of programs, it may then really show its true colors in terms of power. All your video content will be powered by the 320M, so you'll have no worries there in terms of video, and only a little bit of the CPU will be used for that, which is great. And that is partly why Apple went with the Core 2 Duo series, is because the frame on this particular machine, if you didn't know, is too thin to actually house a i7, and then its inbuilt graphics, and then another chipset on top of that. And if they would have kept the old frame, people said it may have fit, but That's the reason why they stayed with the Core 2 Duo, because it physically would not fit, because they don't like to use Intel's graphics, which is why in the MacBook Pro you get the switching of GPUs. They couldn't fit it in there, but this is definitely a great option, and if they would have gone with the Core series, we would have been stuck with the Intel graphics, and then we really would have had a problem, because HD content would be playable, but it would be a bit of a struggle. You would not be able to do half the things you can do with it now. So I am actually kind of happy that they went that route. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, and subscribe for more.